Yo, what is up guys, Boris here, and today I'm coming to you guys with some tips on how to defeat the raid boss events, the Advent raid boss events in Bleach Brave Souls. Now these, from what I've seen, are the hardest events in the game, and chances are that if you're maxing a 6-star besides any of the swimsuit 6-stars, then you're going to be needing to farm a lot of these. So here are some quick tips to hopefully help you guys out running these missions. Now the first tip I want to give you guys is to make sure, well, this is the most important tip, make sure that you have a character that's a positive color against the boss. So in this case, this is a green dungeon, so I went ahead and used Noitora. The reason this is so important is because it actually makes a big difference, just having that one character of that color. So to show you guys, for instance, last week when I was running this, I only had 2 orange characters and a purple. I had my Gin, my Ichigo, and my Genryusai. And I could not clear it, no matter how many times I did it, without having to revive, without having to use spirit orbs. But I made sure this week to go ahead and grind out my Noitora, go ahead and get his spirit tree maxed, go ahead and put some good equipment and some good skill links on him, and just check this out, this video, like first try, I got it without having to revive. So that was a lot of work I put into my red character, but it paid off. So there's a lot of good red characters, especially like if you pulled Soy Fallen during the event. A lot of really cool red characters for like this specific one. So like I said, make sure to go ahead and prepare ahead of time, know which boss you need, what color it is, and then prepare a unit that's strong against that color. However, if you're like me and don't have every single color covered, for instance, I don't have really any 5-stars that are blue, then you know, it's gonna be a bit of a struggle. But for the most part, you know, in terms of the orange and the purples, and potentially the reds, I think most of you guys will have some of those by now. So if you can, prepare, and if you do, it'll make it a much easier time. Now my third point is that there is no rush when it comes to these raid bosses. At first, when they came out, I was really stressed out about trying to get the maximum I need on the first day. But quickly I found out that these ones come back every single week. So if you do not get all the ones you need, let's say you get a couple, then don't worry, they'll come back next week. And you can even use this to your advantage and plan out, you know, say I'm gonna get 3 each day comes back, so that you don't you know, get burnt out from the grind. Unless you really want to max that character. Again, you know, don't rush it, you know, just go take it a little bit at a time, a couple each week, and eventually you'll be able to max it. So that's definitely going to be a good way to conserve your stamina per se, you not use as many tickets, and just don't burn out on the game so quickly. My next tip is in regards to co-op. Now, if you're having trouble doing the 120 on single, you might want to consider doing co-op. Now, co-op 120 is even more difficult, but the secret tip is to try to find a friend with a character, I believe her name is Nanao. She's a healer whose strong attack will heal the entire party, and that is a very strong ability. I believe she's the only person in the game that has it. And if you can find someone with that who's willing to play the healing role, then that would help out considerably. Will actually allow you to probably run the 120s if you have a pretty good part, you know, as long as the rest of the players are pretty good. Other than that, you know, doing 120 will be difficult unless you have, I'd probably have to say, a party of everyone of it's a beneficial color type. But if you can find a Nanao, like I said, someone to play the healer, and then you have maybe like 1 or 2 boss killers and a strong unit, you should be good to go for 120. Now, if you're having trouble with 120, both co-op and single, then there is the option of running 100. However, keep in mind that those rates will not be as good. But, you know, like I said, if you have the patience to do that, then that's not that big of a problem. Now, the last and final step is to make sure to use your flash steps. So yeah, the step of steps. Flash step is the best way to avoid enemy attacks and the best way to move across the map, considering there's going to be a lot of hazards. Especially in something like this, like the Tosin raid, you're actually slowed down, but the flash step allows you to sort of negate that. So again, just make sure to flash step across the map, and that's going to be the easiest way to avoid getting hit and avoid dying. So follow those tips, guys, and you should be on your way to completing a lot of these raid bosses. Some of them are more difficult than others, in my opinion, but for the most part, you know, do this plus a couple of, you know, basic tips, like make sure to equip the proper links, the proper equipment, you know, stuff, you know, basic that I didn't want to cover in this video that most of you guys already know. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Let me know how your raid farming is going. I believe that there should be some new 4-star raids coming soon, which indicates probably Zanpakuto gacha coming soon to global version. Let me know if anyone is hyped for that. And with that said, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, peace.